So I wanted to make a quick video example to help you to get started on a problem like this one from the homework, where we have sales and commission. Now, in the previous video, I mentioned a general principle when working on the section 5.4 problems, which is to start by looking at the number of answer boxes for the question. How many quantities does the question want in the end? Now, this question only has a single answer box, one box. And that's my hint that I am only going to be looking for one quantity, and therefore I will only need one variable. And since I only need one variable, I can expect that I will need to set up only one equation to solve for that one variable to fill in that one answer box. Okay, now what will the variable represent? If I choose a variable of x, for example, that variable will represent what the question is asking for. How much would you have to sell in a week in order for your commission offer to be at least as good as this other offer? So I'm going to let x represent the quantity that this question looks for. How much to sell? Essentially, how much in sales, for sure. All right. So the goal for x is to make the straight commission offer at least as good as the salary plus commission offer. So if I make these two incomes equal to each other and solve for x, then at that point in sales, the two offers would be at least as good, would be same in terms of goodness. So I'm going to write down an expression for the first company's, the income from the first company. Find out how much I would get from the first company if I sold X in terms of sales. Now, the first company's offer is they will give me 5% of the sales, straight 5% of the sales and nothing else. So I'm going to write down 5% of sales. 5% translated to a decimal number is 0.05. Of, the word of, we can think of as multiplication, and sales we have represented by x. So this expression would represent the income from the first company. Now let's look at the offer from the second company. They offer a salary of $420 plus 2% of the sales, plus 2%. So for the second company's income, I'm going to write down an expression to represent that. Second company income. Which is 420 plus 2% of sales, 420 plus 2% of sales, plus 0.02 times x. So I want to know when these two are equal in terms of goodness, when one is at least as good as the other. I can set these two incomes equal to each other and solve. I can, for example, subtract 0.2x from both sides, leaving me 420 equals 0.03 times x. Now let me think. I think this is, if I divide both sides by 0.03 to isolate x, I think that this may be 140 with 2 additional zeros. So I think that this may be 14,000 in total, but check that on your calculator. Make sure I haven't done anything too funny. I think that if we sell $14,000 worth of these goods, then these two sales jobs will have equal incomes. That would be my final answer to this question.